How's everybody doing today, huh? Early in the morning? No, not that early. I got the flu. I feel terrible, but I still wanted to live stream today because I have some really, really important stuff to share. And let's see. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Ah, there we go. Probably wasn't loud enough, and maybe this is a little bit better. But today's live stream is going to be about Ableton Live Move. So I was fortunate enough to get on the first batch, as you can see. And yeah, I got the Move in front of me. Thank you for your patience for me getting the stream set up. And I'm going to get some sound going, and I'm going to turn it on. But I didn't want to turn it on until everybody was here and we got ready to start. So I'm going to move. Sorry, one more thing. Okay, so hopefully now I can talk while I show y'all what this thing does. And I'm blown away. I thought I was going to get it and not be very happy because I got a lot of gear. And I use a lot of gear. But I was using it on the couch because I have the flu and I've been sleeping a lot. And, yeah, I really have an impression now after the first day. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you everything first. Seems like a good amount of light. Hopefully you can see it. A little bit bigger than an OP field. And I might have people wondering why I keep comparing it to this thing, and it's because this is a 4-track. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 tracks. You jam on it. Drums, synths. I can't find a more competitive device. And this is $2,000, and you're telling me this is $450. I have a feeling it's going to make me not play with this as much. Though I love the engines in this, and I love the way it works. It's just, how is this 4 times the price of that? I don't know. I don't know. So, one observation, right? The next observation before I turn it on. Is how much it's like this thing, right? So they're very similar. Like, they feel almost the same because of the step sequencer, you know? So this is built into the bottom of the push. And they're my 2 closest things as far as, like, what I think they are very similar to each other, right? So Move comes in this, like, beautiful box. Pops out. It's, like, right in there. I really like it. Right? Really nice packaging. It felt safe in the shipping. I think if you're going to travel with it, too, like from your friend's house, you can always keep it in the box, right? And that's just like a headphone jack. And let me just make sure it's on. Yeah, okay. And inside the box, it comes with this like power adapter that has this like round thing, so you know it's The one that you ruin your move with. I've never seen anything like it. And then you get like this super annoying USB-C with all these ferrite beads on them. I don't ever like these, but that's what those are. Those are ferrite beads. All right, so here we go. Ready? There's a power button up here. It's yellow. Okay, computer's on. So I think it's a little computer. It just takes a minute to turn on. And there's some other sets. Those are sets that I was working on yesterday, these 4. I erased the factory content, of course, always. So this is probably like really loud. I think that was the first beat I ever made on it. And I like that, like, it shows you the note you were playing. I played all this in live. And, yeah, here, let's see. And then this is how you, like, it's like you hit play on it. Next scene. It's kind of nice because it just works, you know. Yeah, so. Okay, so it's like shift buttons here, and this little panel tells you what's going on, and those are all your songs. And this one I know I just started, but I was doing terrible stuff, so you're just like XX. So I just deleted those. So you hold X and you touch pads you want to delete. And that's the first scene, the 4 sounds. There's your 4 tracks. Mute is, I believe, this button here, so you can like mute the 4 tracks too, which is really easy. They basically Russian roulette randomize sounds that go on it right off the bat. So when you like load it, the drum kit is, if I touch here, they loaded some percussion kit, right? And so what I've learned is like this volume knob is the main volume, but if you held a pad down and then a line pops up, that means you can change the volume of the independent pads too. So really easy. The other thing I had to learn really quickly was that the shift number 6. It's shift 7. It's this little square. It takes this square, which in the drum world doesn't do anything, and it turns it into the pitched out version of the drum you touch in the scale that you're in. So this is the number one feature that I don't know if people realize was going to happen, is that you basically could load a drum set on every single all 4 tracks, and then have 16 times 4, which is 64 different sounds pitched at the same time. It's not the same as having like a synth engine, which in a minute I'll show you the FM engine, and it's pretty awesome. So Yeah, I think that's like the other thing that I really liked about this thing is the engines in it. Kind of like the OP Field, I have like a love-hate relationship with these engines. Like sometimes you're like, I wish it had a different knob or a different thing. But let's make something together. So if I go here and I don't like the drums because they're just percussion. Okay, perfect. I'm going to pick that kit. So I pick a drum set. And then number 6 is the metronome, I think. So it's like tempo. That's the key, Hungarian minor. Now let's pick something else. We're going to pick. I'm going to pick something. Okay. I'm right here. Chill out. I'm going to pick something chill right now. I'm going to just do like a Lydian scale. Okay, stop, dude. I just gave you a bath. You got to calm down. So Lydian B. Let's pick a key. Lydian F. Which I'm assuming now this is C major. Stop barking. All right. So now play. It runs, and I can make a metronome happen. Here. It's this one. And then I can hit record. Right now there's no clip. So it's kind of like thinking, when are you going to start playing? Now there's a capture button here that if I was listening and I can hit capture and it would like, just like in Ableton, it remembers what I was just doing. But that's not how I roll. I hit record and I start playing. So as long as you hit this before the end of the bar, it'll make a new clip right away for you. So I'll show you what I mean. So there, I made like a 4-bar clip. And I'm going to quantize, so it's just this N1 with shift. So that's quantize. And now I can just overdub onto those 4 bars of drums on this track or on any of the others. And it made a clip, right? If I want to copy that clip, I can hit the copy button. And I just pasted it onto that one. So now I'm going to modify the clip. Alright, I'm going to quantize. And now I'm going to turn off the metronome. Is that right? Basic bass. If I didn't like it, if you touch the knob like that, you can just change the sound. And more the thing that I like, these are all presets, right? All kinds of different stuff. But I go back and then I go find, the word is templates. And I guess in Ableton that means engines, right? And this is where you can put like drums anywhere, sampler, drift, FM operator, wavetable, right? So like I haven't played with the wavetable ones, and I'm going to pick wavetable voice. And that is the preset. But then up here, if you touch everything, you see what you have on that wavetable voice, right? It's like a really beautiful harmonic fold, right? So... And right now I don't know if like you make an instrument in Ableton and then you save it and then you bring it into here. And I don't know if you're limited to like operator, drift, wavetable, and sampler. I don't even know if it's sampler. Maybe it's simpler. I don't know. Because it does say sampler here, but I don't know what that's in reference to. And I'm sure within sampler, I could just sample with the mic right now, which I'm not going to do. But I'm going to go back to, analog noise. And this is like and some of them have writing. One says like attack release, which I don't quite, I guess that's both in one, attack release. And then if you touch the wheel again, you can pick two effects. So there's reverb and there's delay. And when you touch the effect with the wheel like this, that's how these change their functionality within the sound. So it took me a minute to like learn that I just touch the wheel and then I just turn it a little bit. And then I can like, oh, I want the delay to change. Delay. I think you had feedback, and dry wet should be this one, yeah. And these are like some of my favorites. Like I love delays and stuff. I like too that you like touch the knob and then you can see what the parameter is. And then like as it's playing, again, I can hit record now. Then I can quantize. I mean, it's that easy to hit record. And I've been quantizing at 50%, so it keeps some of the human of me. Track 3. So maybe I do like that off the bat. I hit record. And, you know, I didn't even pick that in time or anything. I just started playing. But you can see how this is making something happen. It's definitely like a version of Ableton Live compacted. Doing a new bass line. Uh-oh. Look at that. You know what I just did? I ran it until it died. So that was the 4-hour limit, I guess, that I got, right? So this is... Sorry, I'm sick. I think this is why I was streaming and waiting for this moment. Because I was curious what's going to happen when the device stops working. Which, look what it just did, right? Yeah, so we don't have any power, and it's shut off. And I was curious that, like, if I plugged it in USB-C through my Mac, does that charge it, or should I use the other charger, question mark. So, what do you think? I don't know if anybody's even watching me, but I was going to say let's plug it in and see what happens. That's a solid plug too, man. That felt like it had some plug to it. It was like plug in. Now, I don't know if I should turn it on. What do you think? Okay, so that does give it power, which we knew that was going to happen. But now it's like, is Ableton going to recognize it? Ooh, what do we notice? Hear the ground? Yeah, I hear it. So that's why we'd want to plug it in with this. Because if you USB do it, you know what you're going to get. Booty. Sorry about that. It just died on me. And let's see, did it save? Oh yeah. It remembered where we were at. Do you see that? So when it dies on you, it remembers where you're at. That's a good thing. The other thing I did earlier was yesterday was I plugged in the OP field to control it. So I know you can do that. What I was curious was, could we plug it into Polyend and make it the host? I don't know. And then, they only say one channel at a time spits out. So we're going to do one other test, and then I'm going to go back to bed because I need to sleep. But I want to see this. Hold on a sec. I wonder, let's see what happens if we send it to a modular MIDI to CV interpreter thingy and see if all 4 channels come out. I'm under the impression only one's going to come out at a time from what I've read. But that could be malarkey. Alright, so USB cable. Don't explode. Please don't explode. And let's see. Nothing, huh? So, where would that be? MIDI. MIDI in only. MIDI out. MIDI out. Let's see. MIDI out track 1. So no. Doesn't see it. So what's that sending MIDI out to? That doesn't even make sense. 'Cause I don't see it. Okay, I don't know. So that's the one thing right now is I'm wondering what's the MIDI really doing in the back of it. Like, I know it can receive it and I can play with the OP on a keyboard and stuff with it. But I don't know. think using it with links going to be the way. So it's going to be like join, same Wi-Fi, link enabled. And then how do I find link here? Link on. I don't know. I don't know if it's seeing my Wi-Fi. It's on. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of like, I think, some of the challenges right now. Yeah, I don't know if live's seeing it. And wirelessly, I would expect to see it as showing up here somewhere, but I don't see it. So I'm going to have to work on that too. So right now we know there's 4 tracks. I can put drums on any of them. If you do shift 6 or shift 7, I'm sorry, you get the page where you can repitch the drums. You can put any sample there too. You can resample right into the pad. Yeah, I think that's kind of what's going on. I'm going to work more on figuring out how to do sync. The couple things I don't like is there's not like an undo button. So if you like delete a clip, it's like gone. You don't like, it's like a one-time thing. I know there's like that arrow, which is like, I thought it was like an undo, but I personally don't know. I got to work on that more too. And I've only read through like chapter 7 of the manual. So I'm at chapter 7. The main thing that was like the hardest thing for me to figure out was like when I'm in a drum mode to do that, to do shift 7 to make the pads pitched. The other thing that took me a second was like, intuitively I loop with clips, and this, when you hit record, you have like a downbeat into the next clip, right, that you're about to play. So there's some really cool ways that like it's intuitively seeing the clip you're using and stuff like that, which I really like. The other thing is, I think on the main section, when you're here, you touch this and you have 2 effects for the group. That took me a second to understand. Holding down mute and touching one of these over here is like the track mute buttons, or track arm and unarm. And I'm trying to think of what else was really cool. The way the screen looks is really nice. It took me a second too, like when I'm in the drum machine and I see the TR mode, the arrows over here are what jump you between pages, and you just look up top, you can see what page you're on. And if you go a page further accidentally, it asks you if you want to add a 5th page, and I think you just hit that plus and you add another page. So I found this to be like intuitive. Do I use it a lot? I don't know yet. Not yet. I'm so used to jamming on it that I don't even think about, oh yeah, I could. This is more the menus, and I think of it less than the TR thing. You know what I mean? So let me see if I can get second song I made. Some noise on that too. But these, I mean, they're easy, simple jams. I just wanted to show everybody my first kind of impression and what I liked about it. What took me a second to kind of understand. I'm not feeling really good, but I'm going to stream again maybe later if I have more time, but I need to sleep. All right, word.